Flex Luther, Morgan's nigga room. So much soul, about to bust out the room. All different flavors, way more than 32. From these shoes, you can't mess with these dudes. Nike Reeboks, about to sock the knees. Golden Gooses on dude.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Soul Brothers, hosted by yours truly, Flex Luther, and none other than Morgan Sneaker Room. We are locked back in with our friend. What's up? What's new? And how you feeling, AD Sneaks?
Good. I mean, I've listened to you guys on and off since the last time we did this, and
I like it.
I just love how real you guys keep it. So I appreciate y'all having me back on and being able to chat with you guys again.
We trying, man.
Of course.
Everybody just
it looked like you was doing something. It looked like you about to do something.
Now, Morgan, you usually hop back in there, but let's get into what's up. Nah, you know it's over with. Let's get into what's on feet. You had your opportunity. AD, let's see what you had on. What you rocking
so today was pretty easy day. I mean, it's kind of cold and it snowed for the first time out here in Utah today. I mean, we haven't had any snow all winter, so I was just chilling around the house, wearing my Portland gear, Haven Mules.
Okay.
I'll just be on the record and say I highly prefer these over any Birkenstocks that are out there.
Ooh, that's crazy. I would, I'd be more than happy to say the same thing for a pair, or, something like that.
Hook up my guy here.
Yeah, if they happen to hear this episode, I'd be more than happy to say the same thing.
I mean, I guess I could say I'm a little biased with these, but you know how Birkenstocks just take forever to break in, and they say, once they break them in, they're gold. I could never get to the break-in point because it was just like, okay, I don't want to keep wearing these hoping they break in, and these are just like soft foam cushioning right out the gate.
Yeah, sounds like a better product than Birkenstocks, since Birkenstocks probably won't ever hear this episode. So, sounds like a much better product, and one that I'd be more than happy to put my stamp of approval on. What'd you wear today, Flex?
Just our look, Birkenstocks to hear this, and there'll be another closed deal, man. We're losing more deals than we're getting. But. No, I went with the playoff 8s. My first time wearing these today.
Isn't it snowy in North Carolina?
Nah, man, ain't nothing happening. I literally, so it did a little something, maybe like a little layer. You could drive in it. It was so little that like we had to go outside and play in the snow while it was snowing, because by the time it stopped, it was gone.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You talking like tough right now about the snow, but I lived in Virginia, and when it snowed there, it wasn't no like, oh yeah, like you could drive in it. Like if it looked like it might snow outside, people started driving crazy. So I know North Carolina got to be even worse than that.
There's people, milk, butter, and eggs are gone as always.
Yeah,
but yeah, nah, man.
We about to be snowed in. Time to make some cookies.
Yeah, nah, man. It wasn't nothing. I think we had more snow. We definitely had more snow. I think it was maybe 2 years ago. But I mean, we're not a snow ready state. It's not, so anytime there's anything, because we counsel school and it's sunny outside, so it's just like, there might be snow, school's out, done. 2-hour delay the next day when there's like barely any snow on the ground, but
these kids be rejoicing. Yep.
What?
Kids be rejoicing for those snow days.
Yeah, snow. Does Utah even have snow days?
Dude, so this winter's been really mild. Like I was telling Flex before, like we just had our first snow like yesterday and today. It hasn't snowed much here. Normally,
that's crazy.
It just dumps here, and they're like, foot of snow on the ground, as long as we can clear the roads, y'all coming to school. Like that, that's it. So it's crazy out here. I mean, seeing all of it going on down in like New Orleans and Florida, like that's
crazy. So what I wore today was the Starcal and Saucony Desert Armor joints, ProGrid Omni 9 Armor. Really, really cool shoe. I taught tennis in these today. I've been wearing more sneakers like this to teach tennis in than my tennis shoes. So, but yeah, super comfortable. And real cool. So I even played a little bit in these. One of the coaches was like, yo, Jones, can you play in for me, man? Like my back's hurting. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro, I got on the daggone Star Cows, but all right, I guess. So yeah, this is what I wore today.
I like it, man. I like it. That Omni 9 is something.
It is.
Nice.
I saw your
it's
post,
solid.
man. I saw your post, Flex. You got a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a short amount of time, bro. Like I got to see that first one, and I actually got a new one. Oh yeah, that was the one on the post. But yeah, love that.
AD Sneaks. Real quick question, because you mentioned you're from Utah. What is that soda store? What is that Mormon soda store, bro?
Oh my gosh, dude!
You know what I'm talking about?
I know they're on. Well, there's like they're all the same thing, but there's like 10 different companies. Like what is it? Swig or something
Swig.
like that.
So we just got a Swig in Indianapolis, bro, and the kids were telling me that I need to go and like try it. Is it nice? Is it like?
I mean, it's just adding a bunch of syrups to sodas. I mean, it's all right. Like my wife really likes it. Like that's her thing. But like for me, nah, I'm not a big like. Oh, I like this drink with this many pumps of vanilla and like some raspberry puree. Like, nah, I ain't about that.
I'll tell you what, man. For the right price, I'll be willing to say I drink Swig, bro.
But what's
for the right price?
Chasing them endorsements.
Look, that was not on for this year. I don't know what he's going for. But
I'm just saying for the right price. I'd be more than happy to say how much I love Swig.
Oh, cause y'all just got.
Because we just got one.
Oh, yeah. Nah,
Morgan about to make some content outside of Swig.
Yeah. Yep.
With a pair of Sauconys on, I love it.
With a pair of Sauconys on, bro.
It's
a 2-for-1.
They give you a drink and they name it after you.
I'll take it.
Morgan Saucony specials.
Yep. I'd be more than happy to put my stamp of approval on Swig.
Did Nesquik ever send you the milk?
No. And look, and that's when the price was free. The price was milk, bro. They got that laying around. My TikTok followers are going down. My TikTok followers are going down, and the price is going up. That's all I'm saying.
They still sending me milk, and I don't think I can drink it fast enough, man. I'll send you a couple.
You can get the secondary sponsorship.
Bro, you better put it with an ice pack, bro. Because don't send me no warm milk.
Nah, that's how they send it. Because it can
warm milk. Oh, I don't want it. I don't trust it. They got a synthetic cow, bro. That's coming from an artificial cow.
It's
AI cows.
Yeah, that's an AI cow.
No, bro, y'all gotta quit it. Never mind. I'm not even gonna get into that. Okay.
So here's the thing, though, because if Nesquik is listening, I haven't seen a post from Flex in a minute about no Nesquik post from Flex, because I'm pretty sure I did a Nesquik post buying my own daggone Nesquik because Jay Will said, "Oh yeah, show him that you got potential," and I went in, spent daggone near $2 on some milk.
Oh my god. All right, so that's another. All right, that's enough, man. Enough from you, because you trying to get a deal and losing all of them. But my man losing all the deals over here. But nah, man, AD Sneaks, you're back again, and we've been watching your content, and we noticed that you're doing a lot more with customizing your sneakers. The latest thing you did was with the Oz Nike SB. Can we expect more of that from AD Sneaks customization?
Maybe. I started. It was over Christmas break, right? So since I'm a teacher, Christmas break is that glorious time to kind of reset.
Yeah.
Have a couple weeks to just chill. And so while we were doing that, I had a pair of those above the cloud A6 GT1 or 2160s, the white ones, and I was like, I'm just gonna try it. Like, I've never done it before. I've seen a bunch of people try and use RIT dye and dye their shoes, and went for it, and they turned out great. And then it's like, ooh, I want to do another pair. And so then I decided to do those Bad Bunnies, and those ones I was stressed out about because I was expecting the same like saturation that I got with my Asics, but I guess I made the solution really diluted, and so the sky blue was really faint, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just dye the whole thing royal blue. So then I mix up like 2 bottles of royal blue Rit dye, dip it in. I check it like 5 minutes later. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. And it just like, it took to the plastic right away on those ones. So, I mean, it's fun. I don't know if I'm going to be doing more customization. I want to, cause it's, you know, it's fun to experiment around.
Yeah.
Make your shoe kind of, you know, put your own little spin on it and make it your own in a way. So it's real fun. And then it's funny seeing people that are like, give us a tutorial. How did you get it to turn out like that? I was like, I don't know how it turned out like that. Like, it was all luck. So I'll probably do a video breakdown next pair I dye and just be like, hey, I don't know what these are going to turn out like. We're just going to roll with it. And that's the beauty of dip dye and stuff.
You don't talk to JSM 801 for any tips or anything like that, or you just like, we're just gonna roll with it?
I've talked to him a little bit about it. I asked him some questions about dyeing stuff, and he just said make sure the water stays warm the whole time, because if it gets cold, then it's not gonna saturate or take to the materials too much. So I bought what was this thing? I think I saw like Vic Almighty on a Reshoevinator video. He did a bunch of dunks, and he had this like metal thing he stuck in his bucket that was like a water warmer. And so I was like, that's a good idea, because I was like doing it on my stovetop and then like transferring boiling water into these plastic tubs. I'm like, man, one wrong move and my kid walks in front of me, bro. And that's
like Breaking Bad.
Hey man, teachers got to make money. So
hey, speaking of which, man, speaking of being a teacher, bro, like, isn't this like this next 6 weeks is terrible, right?
Bro, it's I was gonna say these last few weeks have been terrible, but that's man. Just me.
But y'all had MLK Day off, right? Like,
we had MLK Day off. We did. That was much needed. But I mean, I swear, and it's, you know, running joke in my school. It's like, what's the date? It's like January 72nd. Like, January just never ends.
It's terrible. It's like the third quarter. You guys do quarters, like semesters?
Yeah, we do quarters.
Man, the third quarter is like the worst, bro.
It's
like
brutal.
It is brutal. The kids are ready, man. Even at tennis, bro. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna say anything crazy, but every time I'm gonna be looking at kids, like, I could fight you.
Yeah, I might get a little bit more pointed in the roasts of my students. You know, this time
exactly. Yep, exactly.
No, that's
Flex don't understand. Flex doesn't know.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I don't have the luxury of being a teacher. But being a full-time dad is there with you. This fourth quarter all the time. Yeah, my daughter, she just
third quarter.
5.
Fourth quarter is not bad.
If you're losing, it is. But no, my daughter, she just turned 5 and she just started school, and it's night and day, man. Like, she didn't go to school with this stuff, but she's coming back with it, and it's just like all my good work has been just home, because she's coming home doing these Fortnite dances and making these gun sounds, and I'm just like, bro, I got away from this so you wouldn't know this stuff, and somehow you still learning this stuff. So
they get it, man.
Yeah, bro. She came home and she was doing this little. I'm like, what is that?
That's my oldest, my 10-year-old. He's loves like all the Fortnite stuff, and he's getting to that age where it's like, you know, he's starting to recognize that he wants to be cool at school, so he's trying to like fit in, you know, and do all those things that his friends are doing, and then he'll come home, hey Dad, what's this mean? What? Like, where'd you hear that from? Well, some 6th grader was telling me about this. I was like, yeah, let's not talk about that. Like, that's not okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like the worst time. It'll be like a Tuesday afternoon, it's 3:00, and you're just like,
it's like, what'd you say?
Why? Yeah, why are we talking about this? But yeah,
So that's what I gotta prepare for.
Get ready for it, man.
Be honest with you, man. There's no way to prepare for it. I took classes. I prepared the whole 9 months. Yeah, read books, saved up money, took out trust funds, all that. And when she got here, it was still like, oh, so yeah, forgot about this and this and that and this and that and that and this, and I'm still learning every single day. So
you just learn on the fly, man. It's by the seat of your pants, day after day. I swear.
And you're a nervous wreck every day after that, because I don't know what it is about kids, bro. But kids make you so like, you see danger now, as you don't see danger. Like, I feel like you don't really see danger before a child, but after a child, just like every little thing, like, oh, that corner, that nail, that door, that car, that it's just like you're just everywhere you go, and they're just like, yeah, I'm gonna jump off the car, and you're just like, bro, come on. Like
those dad reflexes,
yeah.
you know, you'll be sleeping, your kid's falling off the couch, you just reach back and catch him, you just know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, but you know, at the end of the day, I love it, man. I definitely wouldn't trade it for absolutely nothing. That smile, that recognition, that hey, dad, I love you, dad, that hug, everything is definitely worth it. But back to Soul Brothers podcast.
Sorry, we've been all over the place. Morgan chasing
Brothers.
deals, parents,
wait, is that why you chasing a deal? Are we expecting?
No, we're not. We're not expecting. I'm expecting these deals to be hitting me up. I'm expecting these companies to be hitting up with an offer on the table. That's what I'm expecting.
Waiting for that swig cup, you know, in your hand in a picture. Yep. Waiting for that.
I'd do it for lifetime swig. I've never even had it before, but I hear the commotion about it. So I mean, they were gassing it up at tennis, bro. Like,
man, it's on every corner here. I swear.
We just have one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big like huge soda drinker, so it's just like I don't know. Not my jam. Probably, you know, you're coming from Utah, swig, do your thing, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
hook up my guy Morgan.
So hold on. So what makes it Mormon soda? Because I asked a couple Mormon kids in the tennis class. I only know 2. And I asked them like, what makes it Mormon soda? Or like,
well, it's because Mormons like they don't go to Starbucks, don't have their teas or their coffees, so that's their fix, right? Like that's their coffee is like. So their sodas.
Can they have caffeine? Are they allowed to have caffeine? Okay,
yeah,
that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, just like, but not the coffee or the tea. They got to drink their soda, so they put all the things in there, you know. And coffee's so bad for you, but you're gonna put raspberry puree and this sugar and like whole milk and like all this stuff on top of like some Mountain Dew. Like, okay,
whole milk on Mountain Dew?
I don't know. They put cream in it and stuff like that and make it like
I can imagine why
it tastes like flavors. I mean, some of them aren't bad. I'm not gonna lie. I had one. I think because my wife brought some home for like the kids, and I drank one. And you know how when you have a root beer float and it like the ice cream melts and that flavor, like what I drank tasted exactly like that. I don't know what they put in it, but I was like, this is like root beer float juice. Like, what is this? This is amazing.
All right, well, y'all gonna see my name. Y'all gonna see my name up there.
All right, well, Morgan, add in the tag. Powered by
Morgan's what? Powered by Swig.
So that was your...
No, I just saw Kelsey Plum got traded to the Sparks.
That went through?
Yeah, that just happened.
Oh shoot.
That's what I was looking at. Yeah. So she got traded to the Sparks. So that's why I was like, oh wow.
That's gonna change some things up.
Flex don't know.
I just know who she is.
You don't know who she is?
I said I just know who she is. That's it.
Okay.
And I know her more from the cigar picture.
For the cigar picture. That is a cold picture.
Yeah, she's got her own brand now, right? Her own cigar brand?
Probably.
Or I think she's endorsed or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, back to the podcast, man. Because hey, look, we got to pay these bills, bro. We got to pay these. Well, shoot, we don't even have bills.
I don't know what's going on with Morgan. Bro's over there struggling over there, bro. Oh my god, nah, but we've seen you work with a lot of brands. Is there a specific brand that you would like working with, or that you like working with?
I mean, most of the brands I've worked with have been pretty chill, pretty cool so far. Been very fortunate to do some stuff with Under Armour. Speaking to Kelsey, she's an Under Armour athlete. I think I shot a pair of her shoes a while back, but yeah, I've been doing a lot of work with them around like the Curry 12s and some of De'Aaron Fox's signature shoe, getting some photo work for them, and that's been really cool. There's some great people over there at Under Armour that have been fun to work with, and then working with my guy Rami over in at Nuvo down there in New Orleans, shooting a lot of Asics and Sauconys and New Balance stuff for them it's been really cool, and there's some great people down there. So I mean, I'm happy to work with most companies and most people, and you know, if anybody is willing to work with me, I'm usually willing to work with them.
I agree. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yo, I'm gonna cut your mic.
I toss that to you, Morgan. Thank you.
Nah, I mean, you. I can't imagine like just once I'm going through sneaker TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, I see your work, and I know you recently just started your prints and stuff. How does it feel having your work in people's home? Because that's a personal thing. Like to have something that you did, something that you created in somebody else's home or a sneaker room that they're building.
No, it's cool. It's really cool because like I want to say like a year or two ago to like do prints or anything like that, and a few people bought here and there, and I really appreciated them, supporting me like that. And then this last time I did it, like lots of people showed some love for it, and it was really cool, seeing that. And as a photographer, like that's like seeing your image digitally is one thing, but then seeing it like printed, like that's, I don't know, just a different experience seeing a photo that way. So it's just cool that many people enjoy what I do enough to want like those images printed and hanging up in their house or their sneaker room somewhere. It's cool, man.
Yeah, you got a very specific like style with your photos. And I think we talked about it in the last episode too. So like, if I am scrolling and I see like a photo of yours, even if like you might be credited, but it's like it's not from your account, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Andy right there. So like I think that style works really well with people like getting prints. Like if I go to somebody's crib and they've got like a photo, it's like, okay, like who that is, like what a Picasso looks like, you know what I'm saying? Like like a Van Gogh has his own style.
Right. Yeah. No, it's been fun, and it's like over the years of doing it, I think the most enjoyable part for me is just experimenting around, doing stuff with brands and stuff. Like they'll usually have like things kind of pretty tight what they want for some of their shots, but I think where it gets fun is like most of the stuff that I share when it's just like there's no like limitations or there's no like specific direction. It's just like if I have an idea, I'll try it and just do that. And I think that's just, I don't know, that's the joy that I have, like creating something and just tinkering around and messing around with things. I think is where like the real joy in it comes. And doing that, you just get a little bit more appreciation for the shoe, because you got to look at it and put it in different positions to see parts you want to highlight and stuff. And I mean, we hear it all the time in sneakers, that sneakers are wearable art. And I mean, the longer you look at those things, you can really see the art and the effort that goes into it. I mean, we don't see a lot of, credit to the designers or the team of people that, develop certain shoes and stuff like that. But, their efforts definitely don't go unnoticed. And it's cool to see, those details and try my best to capture them.
Yeah,
For sure.
I feel that because with me doing a lot of shoots videos on the Saucony pairs, and we interviewed Josh, which is behind designing a lot of those pairs. I've been trying to implement that within my video because a lot of people don't know. It's not that they don't care; they just don't know. And now that I've spoke with him, I'm like, I gotta show him love. I gotta show, like, I tag him rather than tagging Saucony sometimes, because I want people to know, like, this is the man behind it. I mean,
Yeah.
I just got in that Equinox pair, man. Crazy
Ooh,
pair,
those
man.
the Omni 9s, is that the ones you're talking about? The black ones
Yeah.
out there with like those ones are beautiful. Those ones are pretty.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say something more. But yeah, now
No, I'm saying that's a good pair. That's a really good pair.
They're way better in hand, man. Way better in hand. And it's just like you said, to be able for you to shoot those pictures of it, and like this is this person's work. Is I enjoyed it, especially seeing all these worlds kind of mesh together. Because and we've been on the pod with you with Shot who shot the picture, and then we've been on the pod who with the guy designed it, and then we talked to the guy, you know, behind collaborating, and you know, it's just all full circle, and it's just dope. But on another note, I'm remodeling my house and building my new sneaker room, and there's gonna be a lot of '80s sneaks working there, man. So
Yo,
when you
of
see
course, man.
when you see those 5-piece prints, yeah, that's me. That's Flex.
If you have anything, you just let me know what photos you want, man. I can hook you up.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
got you, Morgan. You too, if you want something, man. I can put Nesquik in there. I can put Swig in them photos for you.
Hey.
Like, I can.
Well, I
put
gotta
it
go
all
try it
bro.
first. I gotta try it first. I gotta try it Swig first, and then I'll let you know. Because Nesquik, man, they broke my heart. At the very least, they owe me like $1.99. You know, so
little gas station gift card at least.
yeah, right. Like $1.99. Come on, send it my way.
$1.99 is crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. Am I gonna see you on eBay, Morgan Sneaker Room, selling a couple pairs or something?
Nah,
Oh,
bro.
I don't know, man.
Life is good, bro. I
I thought you would say
I'm
life
just
is
saying,
life.
bro.
I was like, I can tell.
Nah, life is good. Matter of fact, bro, I did end up getting a used pair of Amamaner, the threes, the first pair. So I'm really excited about those coming in.
Those
Which
are
ones?
beautiful. The white ones, first ones.
White ones.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Raised by women. Those.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, those are nice. Even better in hand, man. And I
the
hated
Deons.
that.
I got the Deons too.
The Diamond Turfs? I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm cool on it. I can go the rest of my collecting career without them. If I can find them for a steal on sale, nicely eBay pickup, I will. But you know, I wasn't into them when they dropped. I'm not into them when they drop now. So I know a lot of people kind of going crazy for them, but I'm cool on them. Plus, I'm not a big strap guy. I don't like straps on my shoes. Pause.
Man, Morgan, you could really do some damage on the tennis court in those.
I think I could. I think I really could. They should make a pair of tennis shoes that look like the Diamond Turfs. That would be fire.
Get Nike, a sole swap.
Look, Nike, I'll be willing. I'll be willing to help design and wear a pair of Diamond Turf tennis shoes with the prices right.
So what makes a tennis shoe a tennis shoe? Like I know like golf and football they have like different, you know, what makes
like
a tennis
the sole
shoe
or is it like the
a lot of
width of the sole?
A lot of it is the width of the sole and like it's going to be built more like a basketball shoe than a running shoe. Cuz running shoes are designed to go forward and with tennis shoes you need to be able to go backwards, side to side, forward. Yeah. So that's basically it. The toes are a little bit more reinforced because a lot of people, they drag their toes as they're moving. Like to stop because you got to change directions. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I got you.
You look confused, bro. You were like, toes reinforced.
Nah, I'm just trying to picture you doing all these movements. I don't.
Oh, no, not me. Not me. That's why I'm wearing the Sauconys out there.
Oh, okay.
I'll walk.
So what's your go-to style when you're out there on the court?
So this is gonna sound fire. All Adidas right. Track pants. Adidas track pants tucked into the socks.
Okay.
Ooh. And then the whole sneaker is just showing. But if I have on Nikes, then I've got on like Nike sweatpants or like not branded sweatpants. That's basically it.
So you don't.
I wore this Joe Fresh Goods tee. Like I wore this Joe Fresh Goods tee today.
And what is on it?
Do many of your kids recognize any of the stuff you wear?
They do. They'd be like, "Supreme, is that real Supreme?" And I said, "How much y'all paying for tennis lessons? This is real Supreme."
Yo. Nah, that's crazy.
Oh, that's great.
I went home and told my dad or my mom, like, bro, the tennis teacher's flexing on me. I think we should cut his pay. I'm like, what's he gonna do about it? Not teach tennis?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Nah, but as we get a little deeper into content creation, and I've my New Year's resolution was to stop watching TV this year. So I've been consuming a lot of social media just to like come up with ideas for the podcast, my own content. And I don't know, man. It's getting a little rough out there. And the more I consume, I'm gonna be honest with you, the angrier I get. Like honestly, like and I really want to know, like, how do you stay positive? Because you got a bigger following. So I know you see a lot more than I would. And I know you got a lot more engagement, a lot more people, commenting and saying these off the
Crazy
wall
things.
things. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I always credit it to, the resiliency that I built up being a middle school teacher, because these kids say some
Man,
crazy things.
ruthless.
I can see that.
And so, like, anytime someone, comes in and says anything, like, I just look at it like I do with my middle school kids. It's like, okay, cool story, bro. And then, just keep moving on with your day, and don't pay them any attention, because, anytime you pay someone attention when they're trying to, spit anything negative at you, you're coming down to their level, and you're just giving them power by acknowledging their comment. So yeah, I usually I'm kind of the opposite of you there, Flex, with the social media thing. Like, I've been trying really hard not to scroll as much, because then, like, I'll get into that, like, and I'll start, like, wanting to, like, say stuff to people. I'm like, what am I even saying? Like, why am I feeling a certain way about someone I don't know and an opinion they have? Like, I wouldn't just stop some random person in the street if I overheard their conversation, be like, nah, you're wrong. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, that's weird. So yeah, I've just tried to limit my scrolling activity, and if any of that nonsense makes its way into my comment section or DMs, I just let it go, man, and just keep going on with myself.
Yeah.
How is it trying to kind of not necessarily hide that stuff from your students, and like, I don't even know, do your coworkers like see you like as like a viral guy on social media?
It's kind of funny, because like, when I first started doing all this stuff, no one really like paid any attention to it. And since it's like steadily grown, like my principals at my school talked to me about it. And like I had one of my admin come down the other day, and it's like, I went to this, like, she was in Vegas, and she's like, I went to this like sneaker customizing thing. Like, we should get a class, like, where we can have like you like help these kids, like, everyone make a shoe and all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, we can do that, but money, like, where are we gonna get the money for this? Like, so they come and talk to me about stuff all the time, and then other teachers know about it. My students, every student that I have in class who knows anything about sneakers knows about it at this point. So I try not to bring any attention to it in the classroom at all. And so it's just, if a kid's like brings anything up, I'm like, cool, thanks. And then, all right, here's what we're doing. Like, you just kind of move on with it.
I'll sometimes have tennis players be like, yo, they were hating on you in the comments, and I'm like, that's life. People gonna hate on you in the comments in real life too, man. So it's just kind of how it goes.
No, that's how it is. And so I don't know, I've used it it's kind of like, because the classes that I teach are design classes, so I help kids learn how to like do graphic design and do some stuff in Photoshop and video. And I'm a big believer on, like, you create not for like other people, you create for yourself. And if you're happy with it, and you get all the feel goods from creating what you create, then that's enough. And eventually, like, you'll find your people that enjoy what you create, and build a little community that way. So I've been able to use a lot of the stuff that I've learned doing social media, helping kids and giving a little bit of advice in the classroom, which has been cool.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I mean,
Flex, how do you deal with negative comments?
Honestly, sometimes it just depends on how I'm feeling, but most of the time I don't pay it no mind, man. I grew up with tough skin, man. There's plenty of times where I was by myself and I had to be just me. There was, everybody was against me. I don't like him. Cool, I'm still do my thing, and they would end up liking me again because like, dang, bro, you did your thing. So like, comments and stuff like that doesn't bother me. I'm more of like respect and a principle. Like if you do something that you said you didn't want done to you, then I speak out. But you just randomly saying something that's just like, I don't know you, you don't know me, you'll probably never see me, I'll probably never see you, so it's not even worth, the time of stopping and, hey, don't ever say that to me again, because when I see you...
Yeah,
it's
when
like...
I see you, I'll give you some Nesquik.
Like, nah, but I knew I was scrolling, and I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. I was scrolling. No, I'm not even. I'm gonna be real. I was watching somebody. I was watching somebody. I was watching somebody's. Yeah, I was watching somebody's content, and they said something.
Who's?
No, because there's
I
like
already know that. Because look, I already know
there's this ongoing thing with me and him. So I was like, and something was said, and I was just determined that it was me. Like I was like, oh, he's picking fun at me. He's trying to. I know he, and I'm just like, bro, you got to back up, bro. you got to back up, because it was like the smallest thing, but you know how like people start to get paranoid when they feel like someone's talking about them, and that's how I felt like I was. Like, oh, they said like the smallest.
Is it who I think it will be?
No, they're just kind of like, oh, I'm flexing today, and it's kind of like, oh, he mentioned me, and it's like, nah, bro, he just said flex. It's all right, bro. He meant like the real word. Like there was a flex before there was you, man. So I was like, yeah, it's time to lay off on the social media. So now I'm just kind of looking up at the ceiling.
I've been watching. I'll tell you what, because my social media use has like diminished a lot. I really don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been watching those little like sitcom, not even sitcom movies, like those dramatic. You guys get like those dramatic movies that pop up when you're scrolling on TikTok, like, oh, it's a billionaire, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, like, the little app. It's like a little app.
Yeah, the Real Shorts app, bro. I've been watching those.
They have you watching for like a whole hour just to find out there's no part 6.
It's like, bro, y'all still don't believe him. Y'all still don't believe him, bro. He's a billionaire. That's Damian Blaine.
Yeah. And this
that's Damian Blaine.
I downloaded the whole app just to finish the story, just to find out they changed the character and the people. I'm like, bro,
what?
Yeah, it's not the same people, bro. It's not the same people. I'm gonna go ahead and save you the time. I downloaded the app. Get to that part, and they literally changed the whole. It's the same plot, but it's different people. Yeah, and I'm just like, and then for the rest of it, it's not even video. It's like
storyboard.
Yeah, and they show a picture, and it's like they're like,
that's crazy.
And it's a pause, and like they found him in there, and it's just like, bro.
I'm sick.
I'm
sick that you downloaded the app. I'm sick you downloaded the app.
Bro, I'm telling you, I've been consuming way too much social media.
Yeah.
Like way too much, bro.
I watched the one yesterday where they fired the tech genius. Have you seen that one? They fired the tech genius, man. That's the social media I've been watching, bro. Cause like I don't know what's going on TikTok, like as far as like sneakers go, or like Instagram for real. Like, of course, I saw the new J Tips, and then everybody's take on that. But I don't know. My social media presence is definitely diminishing. It's and it's cool.
No, it's kind of refreshing to like not consume as much. Like, I don't know, because like I used to feel like for a while it's like, man, I'm not in the loop with stuff. Like I need to be in the loop with stuff, and then it's like, why do I need to be in the loop with stuff? Like, like I'm just gonna do my own thing and interact with the people that I like to interact with, and just kind of go from there.
Yeah, but back to that J Tips fair. Back to that J Tips fair.
I mean, for the right price. I'm playing. Jason knows I'm playing.
I like how you did that. You threw that. Jason knows I'm playing. Nah, but I seen that when he posted. I think it was like, I'm gonna tell you how much I be on social media now. It was maybe a minute when he posted. Like he posted, and it was a minute ago, and he had like 5 likes, and I posted it to my story.
So you were the 6th like.
Yo, yes, bro. Like that's how much I've been on. Yeah, bro. Like.
I'm gonna need you to touch. So what you do when the ban happened, bro? Like,
the TikTok ban?
Yeah.
So for those 24 hours, how was that?
You acted like
No,
you're
no.
like Smokey.
I just went to
Or like
Instagram. I just went to Instagram and Twitter and YouTube, bro. Like, now see, I don't really consume TikTok like that. I get on SB Mowing for the ASMR videos and the red ball. Like, TikTok is truly just for my like entertainment. Like, I literally go and watch ASMR videos all day. But to watch content on there, nah. I might go to a Keith Lee video or something like that. But yeah,
yeah.
I was hoping to go live, but it went dark
I
like
didn't know you watch
10:30.
ASMR. I didn't know you watch ASMR.
Yeah, I do.
I rock with ASMR, bro. My
Some of it's
dream,
good.
if this sneaker stuff doesn't work, bro, if this sneaker content doesn't work,
What-
I mean, my followers are plummeting. But I'm gonna make an ASMR channel where I'm just eating crab legs in a microphone. That's a plan.
Bro, you going
That was the original plan. Yeah,
you going
with
through it
some
over there,
swig.
huh?
Nah,
You
I'm
going
just
through it over
saying,
there.
bro. Like, I feel like we're coming to a crossroads in this country, and on social media, and if if all else fails, bro, this like how people have like a backup plan. The ASMR crab leg channel is my backup plan, bro, because it's foolproof.
Seems solid.
Yeah, it's so solid, bro. Like, I will sit there, have my little bib on, and I'll just eat crab legs.
Then you're gonna have
you can eat a lot. You can eat a lot in like one. You know what I'm saying? Like in one sitting.
That noise.
I don't eat seafood, so
Why?
seafood. Like, I mean, just
Seafood's good.
seafood.
Like at all? Like no fish, nothing?
No, I don't. I definitely don't eat fish. I may eat a shrimp or two, but like it's like if it's me, like my personal, like me cooking it or me it being something that I want, nah. But like if I go somewhere and someone ordered it or something like that, I might try it. But like for me to pick out, I'm gonna get the shrimp, absolutely not. I'm just seafood, just just doesn't.
Well, what about like sushi? You do sushi?
I ate sushi for the first time 4 years ago, maybe.
Have you had it since?
Time too?
I've had it since then. But like again, it's one of those things. I may eat sushi maybe 2 times a year, maybe.
Dang.
Okay.
I like sushi.
Sushi's good.
No, it's. I would rather eat that than like crab legs. Crab legs just take too much time. That just takes way too much time, bro.
But if I had an ASMR channel, if I was eating crab legs, bro,
and you get free crab legs after a while
for the right price.
For the right price, bro. That's gonna be the name of this episode.
For the right price,
bro. We done straight away from we done straight away again. Back to the J Tips pair. Back to the J Tips pair. I am again not doubting my guy, but you often think when people continue to drop something fire, it's gonna be like that next pair might not be what I think it's gonna be. And I was waiting. And I'm like, I want to see what this next pair gonna look like. And it's the same thing, man. I'm still excited. Maybe it's kind of like since I'm looking more into other brands, I'm more excited about sneakers in general. So like anything new is like, oh, like I'm kind of biased. It's I still love my Jordans, I still love my Nikes, but I've seen you before. But this J-Tip Saucony run, I've never seen it before. So
it's super exciting. Like it's cool because like there's a lot of, like you said, like being into like a bunch of different brands. It's exciting to see like, oh, look what Saucony's doing with J-Tips now. Oh, do you see this new Asics collab? Oh, Joe Freshka doing another 992. Like there's always something that's exciting. And like I'm like you, Flex. Like I love my Nikes, I love my Jordans. That's probably the majority of my collection right now is Nikes and Jordans. But once I started like branching out, because like I mean, you can have so many OG Jordan colorways and they're dope. They re-release again. You're like, okay, I get it. But it's just like that excitement just isn't there getting that other pair, that you've already had before. So seeing something new and refreshing from J-Tips and Saucony is beautiful. And then Jay's doing it on he's not doing it on the same model over and over again, right? Like it's not another Omni 9 or a Triumph 4. Like he's pulling out some like stuff from the Saucony archives and it's cool.
Yeah, that, and just like we talked about, like your design language with your photos, like
Yep.
it's J-Tip's design language, but it's not the same thing. Like it's not.
Yeah.
Like it's different, right? It's on a new model, or it's on a different model, and it's like I don't know. It's colorful. It's very J-Tips, but at the same time, it's not like, oh, I've seen this already. You know what I mean? Yeah. So is there an OG Jordan colorway that you would be excited to see back?
I mean, if you've been on Twitter, everyone's, losing their minds over these bread 85s that are going to be coming out because, the limited number. You see people, oh, I ain't spending $250. And it's like, oh, there's only 10,000. Man, look at the resale price. I mean, if this drops down to like $400, then I'll cop. It's like, I mean, people flip-flopping all over the place with that.
Seen that for years.
OG Jordan that I would like to see back. The unpopular opinion. I'm a big Jordan 2 fan.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love to see. I mean, we got the Chicago highs. When was that? 2023, whatever year that was, with the twos.
Yeah.
Doing a bunch of twos.
Yeah.
I want the white and red ones, the Chicago pair, the highs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want those to come back out, like the low top version that Virgil based his low off of.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want that colorway to come back because they have I think the last low was like 09, and it's got the old nasty toe box on those Jordan 2s. It's like just square, you know?
Yeah.
So that's one I would love to see come back.
I was hoping to get my first pair of breads this year. I'm not the biggest fan of Air Jordan 1s, but like I respect the OG colorways, and the sought after pairs, your Shadows, your Royals, your Bread Chicago's, and I don't have any Bread 1s in my collection, so I was hoping, everything else has been, there's been a lot of them. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get my first pair of Breads because nobody likes Air Jordan 1s anymore. Then they dropped the bomb on, so we're only getting 10,000. Now all of a sudden we're getting 23,000. So I'm hoping by the time they release, we get 50,000 or 60,000. But
yeah, I'm still looking at my pair from 2013. I'm like, all right, I got you guys.
They're good, man. They're good.
I've never been able to get a pair.
I don't have a pair of breads either. I've never been able to get one. I missed on them in 2016 or whenever. I think that was the last one. And
yeah.
And I ain't about to spend resale on a 2016 pair. So
nah. I would love to see a Raptor 7 come back out.
Mm-hmm.
That is a pair right there that I would love to see re-release. I had a pair in 2012 when they last came out, and I had a size 10, and it was just too small. So I ended up selling them. This was back when I would sell sneakers every once in a while. And if I could just get a Raptor 7 and like a 10.5, like I might even get on eBay after we get off of here to see if I can't find a pair. But yeah, the Raptor 7s, I would love to see that pair come back. Not the DMPs, like the all black Raptor 7.
That's a beautiful 7.
It is.
I'm still waiting on my
Is that what you wait?
Olympic 7s.
The Olympic 7s?
Yeah, Olympics are good too. That's enough. Like, there's not a lot of 7s that I like. I don't know. The OG colorways are good, but I like those Olympic ones, and I like those Raptor ones.
Outside of the OG
ones
pairs,
were okay, but
outside of the OG pairs, man, not very many good 7s.
Yeah, they play a lot with the Air Jordan. The Air Jordan 7 is like the secondary Air Jordan 1. Like they put all these weird, crazy, experimental colorways on the 1 and the 7. Because, we got the ugly sweaters, we got the Martians and Marvins, and the Hair 2.0, and all these ones that I have in my collection. But, don't
you have that beauty supply joint? Do you have the beauty supply
I do have the dust bag. I do have the dust bag. I like it, though. I like that print.
Have you worn them?
Not yet, but I will. Hey, man, I'm
so you gonna wear them for the right price? You gonna wear them for the right price?
I'm not going to front. I did get them for I think I got them for, they retailed at $250, and I believe I got them for maybe $80, I believe. $80.
That's not bad.
Good. That's real good.
Yeah, nah, man. It's social media and eBay and GOAT. Those are my yo. I've been killing it on eBay. I've been
Man, eBay's a dangerous place for me because, like,
Ooh.
it's late at night, kids are in bed,
yeah,
I'll open up
yeah,
Yep.
eBay and I'll just like,
yeah.
it knows me at this point. Like, it's like, you were looking at this. What about
hmm
this one? It's like, curse you, eBay. Like, you're
I'm seeing
knowing what I'm
sample
looking for.
pairs now. I'm seeing sample pairs.
Dang, bro, you
Ooh.
got deep into eBay, bro. Like I don't even see the sample pairs.
Hey,
That's probably because they know that I'm lowballing people, bro. Like,
shout out to my guy Ant over at Nike because he's selling all of his samples. Shout out to my man Ant over there at Nike because he's selling all of his samples. There even some Saucony samples on there.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. I think they're probably like they're not really. They're just kind of like generic colorways, but they're yeah.
Samples, yeah.
And I seen a
Yeah.
vintage pair that I think I'm gonna grab. This, yeah, from like the early '90s. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, there you go.
I don't,
Yeah,
I don't,
mine, I've been going for like, I don't know. So I graduated high school in '06. So
Mhm.
like back then it was, some of those later Jordan models like 16, 17, 18s.
Yeah.
And I've been going through looking for those and trying to find some. And this year, man, like, what did I buy? I bought like I think it was a 2018 retro of the black and royal 18s. Like I was like, man, that was a pair I wanted as a kid, and
yeah,
could never have. And now I'm trying to hunt down. Is it the 21s that have like the red suede with like kind of like those like vented
yep,
things on the
Yeah.
bottom?
yep.
Yeah.
I'm nervous to buy one of those because those are so old, like I don't want to set my foot in that thing and then just have it fall apart on me. So it's like, nah, I probably shouldn't.
I'm gonna knock on wood, but I've bought, like I said, I just got my forest greens from 06, 07. I still got my do the right things, and none of those are like even coming close to separating.
Yeah.
That's good.
But I pay attention to the pictures. Like a lot of those
Yeah.
pictures will show you that they're already separating, but they do it in a very subtle way. Like they're
Yeah.
kind of like it's
I
like
like that you can
barely
zoom
seen.
in. You can zoom in
Yeah.
on the picture.
Oh, and eBay's great because like you can message the sellers like, yo, just really
Yeah.
tell me like what are these wearable, and then they can get right with you because like
Yeah.
some of those people like their pictures. I swear they take like they rub their finger on their camera before they take those
Yeah.
pictures. It's like please,
They throw
It's like
the
Smurf.
phone in the microwave
Yeah.
real quick and then take the picture.
And they still be wearing their shoe because that's what happened with my
Yeah.
grape
they're
my
gonna
grape
wear it until it
fives.
sells.
Bro, I got them grape fives. There was no crease in them things. Were white. There was crease, smelled like cigarettes and yellow. I was like, no, absolutely not, bro. I was so glad that I screenshotted the pictures that the seller put on there because on GOAT it disappears. Like if you buy a used pair, it disappears.
It's gone.
Like yeah, so like you have no
Yeah.
evidence, and I'm like, man, I'm so glad I saved my pictures, and I'm like, hey, this is what I was sent. This is what I seen, and it was able. They gave me a little credit. But yeah, I'm looking for. I think it's the Air Jordan 22. It's made out of like basketball material. I'm looking for that pair, and there's a pair of Fusions I've been looking for. It's the Air Force One and the
Fusions.
oh yeah,
Ooh.
and the Taxi 12. Now that's because that's like a personal thing. Because my brother was
Okay.
he had some Fusions when he was
Okay.
he was
Yeah.
out there doing his little thing.
I got you. It's a nostalgic
Like,
pair.
Yeah, it was kind of like I got those. What are those?
Man,
And,
that's me. Like nostalgia gets me every time with stuff
Yeah.
like what was it those Air Max Pluses, the TNs, the Hyper Blues that just like
Yeah.
came out like a couple weeks ago. That was a pair I remember as a kid, like seeing in Foot Locker, and I was like, man, what would that be like to own a shoe with that many air bubbles? And
Yeah.
just dreaming after it as a kid, and then you see it as an adult, and it's like, yep, that's gonna happen.
I've got grown up money. I can do.
I've got grown up money. I can spend
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Grown up money is very dangerous, man. Grown up money is very dangerous.
That's why I have like a bunch of like Allen Iverson shoes too. Like I got his ones, I got his twos. I'm gonna wear his Answer 4s this week. Like
Yeah.
those were shoes I always wanted as a kid. I always see my teammates wearing those on the basketball court, and I was jealous, with my discount pair of and ones that I would be hooping in. So
Yeah.
So what was it? What was it like when was it Complex that did the story about you wearing a different pair of sneakers every day?
Dude, that was
to
wild. That was cool because, like, I did that just because, like, I wanted to see if I could, do it.
Mhm.
And it low key, it kind of sucks because there's like you see a pair that you have, and it's like, oh man, I want to wear those really bad. It's like, no, I already wore those. I can't wear
Yeah.
those this school year. But also on the flip side, it's kind of nice because then like you're rotating through your shoes and trying to get them
Yeah.
somewhere. But no, that was cool. And then Matt Welty reached out and did a little type up article on me, which was pretty cool too. So
Yeah.
totally unexpected, but it's a fun thing. So I kept
That's awesome.
it with it this year too, doing a different pair every day this year. So it's fun.
That's awesome.
They reposted it again this year, right, on the anniversary?
I think so.
Or
They
they
showed like it was like the end of year. They're like most like interacted with
Yeah.
posts on social media. They
Yeah,
threw that one up there. So
Yeah.
that was really cool.
How does it feel to be, because now you're in the sneaker community culture pretty much forever now, because you got people that we watched, like, you had those people that you watched when you were collecting sneakers and you
Yeah.
on social media, Kicks on Fire. You're part of that now. So like there's gonna be people that start collecting because of AD Sneaks. Like, oh, I remember watching AD Sneaks, and so you're gonna be passed on and passed down forever, and in the sneaker culture now. How does that feel?
I mean, I don't see it, so I think it's cool. I guess, like, I don't know. I think it's interesting in social media, and I posted about it the other day. Like, a lot of people see and assume a lot of things by the number of followers that people have, or the number of views that people have, and it's like, there's some people feel a certain way when they see somebody like that, and it's just, I don't know. Like, I don't feel any different. Like, I just keep doing my thing because I enjoy it. Like, I'm not trying to like get all these followers. Like, stuff just kind of happens, and
Yeah.
it's easy to see the people that are in it for like the social media clout, and the people that are in it just because they just want to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. 100%.
So I'm just gonna keep doing my thing and have fun with it. And it's cool to see, like, there's a lot of people that reach out and be like, dude, like, I really love like what you post and how you don't always post like, the hype stuff all the time. Like, there's pairs that you'll post and take pictures of because it means something special to you.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I started following you, because I was like, bro, I like those shoes. Like, it's finally a guy who is taking pictures of sneakers that I like and is getting a lot of like, likes and stuff like that. So that's why I started following you.
yeah, I mean, that's real sneakerhead stuff, like everybody has their own taste of what they like. And if you see like, I don't know, there for a while in social media content, it was like, here's Off-White, here's Travis Scott, and here's like, all this super hype stuff. And it's like, everybody talking about the hype stuff just made you want it less and less. At least that's how it was, in my opinion. And so like, I feel like nowadays, going out, like, if you're going to go out and, you want to flex a pair of Travis Scotts, I don't feel like that's as much of a flex anymore, because everybody, loves Travis Scotts. Like, I'm going to flex a pair of, like, I'll flex my pair of dip-dyed Asics that I had because I think those are dope,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to, like, be myself and be authentic that way, and just encourage people to be themselves. Like, don't be something you're not. Like, just because you love something and no one else does, like, that's cool. Like, if it's valuable to you, that's all that matters.
No, that's real, man. I think I'm pretty sure I had seen your work before. It was before the Complex story. I think it was when Nike got hold of it. I think that's when I think Nike had reposted it, or I think you did. Did you do like a post on the sneakers app? I can't remember.
Yeah. So that was
Okay.
that was a while ago. I did. It was what was that segment that they used to do on sneakers? It was like
What You
got. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they reached out and did that, and I did it in my classroom. So that was cool to see that and do that too. And I don't know, like, as rewarding as it is to be recognized by brands and companies, like, I feel like the real reward in it is just like seeing so many people resonate with what I do in such an authentic way, that I can't tell you how many times people have reached out and said, like, you've given me confidence to wear these shoes or like put together this outfit, because like, you're not young, you're not like, you're doing you, and the way you do it is like, you don't care what other people think, and you just keep doing your thing. And so I think that's I don't know. I feel like the world would be a lot better place if a lot of people would just be themselves.
Yeah. Unless you're
I think last time I was on, man, that beef's still going, huh?
They got worse. You should listen to one of our latest episodes.
Oh man, I need to go back and listen up. I've been off of TikTok for like, I don't know, like a year now, so I don't see much of his stuff.
Oh, I think so have we.
Yes.
But so have we.
We were asked not to bring him up, so I do what I want.
For the right price. For the right price.
For the right price. Hey, I won't bring up anybody for the right price.
That's how you can tell the difference between somebody that's really in it for sneakers or just for a paycheck. Thanks, Morgan. Great example. There's one more thing I want to talk about. I didn't mention it on the overview. I just thought about it. I feel like the hottest topic right now in sneakers has to be seeding. Who gets the free pairs and why they get the free pairs, and is it okay that they get the free pairs, and how do
people pocket watching? People are pocket watching.
People pocket watching, and then people, I don't know. People think certain people are the mayor of, sneaker culture, and it's like, I don't think there is anybody who's the mayor of sneaker culture. Like, you just do your thing, and you see certain people get seated, and you're like, it can sting a little bit, I guess, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I've been seated a decent amount of pairs, and it's cool. It's cool to be recognized by a brand, but that's not something that I feel like separates me from anybody else. Like if someone else gets seated, I try to celebrate it because like that's a cool thing. Anytime someone gets seated is cool, and I feel like it's easier to gas somebody up instead of like have any animosity and jealousy towards them for getting a free pair. Like
I think I want to see the people who I associate with like get their free pairs. You know what I'm saying? Like get seated or get at least like the recognition. You know what I mean? Like we had Key on.
I love Key. Like seeing her get some stuff like that's been cool.
Yeah, but like we were talking about how she should have got the AEs because she really went hard for that sneaker and styled it really well. So I know I definitely want to see like the people who I'm cool with and the people that I really enjoy watching their content. I want to see them like win and get seated and get that recognition.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's so cool to see anybody get it, and at least in my opinion. And I feel like if we're after, like if we create content and we're doing all this stuff and we're trying to put on for a certain brand in hopes of getting seated, like should that really be the motivation of why you're creating stuff? Like, I don't know. I feel like all of that stuff will just happen organically, and you just got to be yourself. Like, it's real easy to get caught up in that. Like, man, I think I deserve that, or I think so and so deserve that. Just do you, and be authentically you, and everything else will take care of itself.
Yeah, that's something you got to be very careful about when you're on social media, getting caught up in, because there's a lot that goes on behind closed doors that we don't know a lot about. There's a lot of talks that we don't see, DMs,
like we weren't on the nice kicks, why we weren't on the nice kicks list.
And let me finish my thought. We'll get there.
Oh, go ahead. You're right.
and I've never really been that person when it came to sneakers, because I've never really. Social media was never an aspect for me when it came to sneakers. Like I said, I've always done this without the camera. So 2 or 3 years ago, I started with the camera, and like now it's part of this, something that I see. So when I seen these people get these special boxes or something like that, it was like, oh, they probably deserve it. I want it now because they got it. So it makes sense. And even now, it's still like that. Like, if I see someone get seated something and it makes sense, I'm like, yo, like, if I see you get a pair, I know you finna work with that pair. I know you finna take some nice pictures for that pair. I know people are gonna be like, oh, those are fire. I want to see them. It makes sense. Now, the only thing I'll probably disagree with is when it don't make sense to me. And again, I still go back and I'm like, you don't know the full story. I still question myself, like, you don't know the full story. You don't know what that person was told. All we need you to do this, or what else they may be doing with it. Maybe they're part of a rollout. There's a lot of things that we don't know. So that's why I try not to judge off of like, oh, they got seated again. dang, I
Right.
wish I had that pair. It's like, I get them. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
Yeah.
have 'em.
it's an interesting thing, and like I don't know, I just relate it all back to being a middle school teacher. Like you see kids being jealous about what other kids have and all this stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like, are we kids or are we adults? Like let's handle this like adults,
Get a
And
little
so
confusing
like,
out there sometimes.
oh man, and so like I don't know, from my experience from getting seated some stuff, like there is no one that I talk to like. So, for example, like those dot swoosh Air Max ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those Pixel ones,
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
land, they're cool, and like that seating package was crazy, and mine
Mm-hmm.
fell apart shortly after. Same, I mean, you guys probably saw like
Mm-hmm.
Jock Slade's thing where it
Yeah.
just like all came
Yeah.
out all over the place,
Yeah.
but. Yeah, they just reached out in DMs like, yo, we want to send you something. Like that's all it was. And there was like very minimal conversation. Like, well, what am I supposed to do with it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why did you choose me? Like a lot of times those questions aren't answered. It's just a brand reaches out, they send you something.
Yep.
And I'm assuming it's unwritten rule somewhere that if a brand sends you something, they want you to do something with it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you would expect that. But I don't know what goes into seating. I don't know what these brands like, why they choose certain people over other people. And I think because there's so much unknown area with that, we shouldn't put a lot of eggs in that basket and worry about it so much.
If it makes sense to them, that's what counts. That's
Yeah.
how
I mean,
if they send it, it makes sense to them. They already had that conversation. There's no need for us to figure out their problem because they've already had that conversation. They talked to the people they need to talk to. Got it okay. Already sending this person. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. They're a brand. Yeah. They're the brand, and they're the ones who make those decisions. And so, like, anytime I get something, like, it's a huge blessing and it's cool. Like, no matter who it's from, big or small, like it's just really cool because they see you and they recognize you. And I think that's just brand's way of saying thank you. I don't think they necessarily like, I don't know, like some pairs, like you get seated one pair, it's like, oh, am I going to get seated this one? Am I going to get seated this one? At the end of the day, if you do, that's great. If you don't, on to the next. Like you just keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Especially if it's like, I'm gonna buy it anyway, right?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna buy it anyway. A lot of the things that I've been seated, it's like, oh, y'all just saving me the swipe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was gonna cop it anyway.
Yeah.
Good looking out. Appreciate it.
I haven't got to the point where I'm getting pairs that like I wouldn't buy or that I wouldn't see. I see a lot of people get those pairs that I feel like is more of like a exposure purpose. So it's just like, when I get a pair, it's like, oh, I was gonna grab those anyway. I'm just gonna grab the other ones.
We did.
Let's get into the showcase.
All right. So showcase shoot. I'll tell you what it's not gonna be.
Eddie, what you got for us?
Come back to me. I got to look back here real quick.
Right.
I forgot to grab mine before the episode.
Okay, you got it.
All right, Flex, your turn.
We talked about it earlier. I got
yes, sir.
This really made me. I never thought it was easy to design a shoe, but seeing the way that these colors and these materials go together, I know it takes time. I know it's not something easy. Like I know you have to. What is this going to look like when this person looks at it? What is this material going to reflect like? And this shoe goes together so well, but there's so many different elements and colors and materials that's just like how. Like it looks so good together, but it's just like how.
Remember we had Josh on. We had Josh, and he said Josh designed that, and he said that it was like if you had the crystal caves, but you like had it in the dark. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Because what you were just talking about, that's how I felt about the crystal caves, right? Like how did they?
Same way.
How did they decide to put those colors together and make it like work like that?
Yeah,
that's a pair I haven't worn in a minute. I gotta pull those out.
Yeah,
those ones. Is it on the back that it has like that kind of like holographic little like if you move it? Yeah, that part. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. Have you seen the winter solstice? Triumph 4?
Yep.
I haven't
Yep. I
seen
got
those
it.
ones in hand. I've seen pictures of them, but those ones look good too.
Incredible. I've been wearing those a lot out on the tennis court too.
Yeah.
Wait, are those the ones that are like mainly gray and it's got like kind of like some greens and purples?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Am I thinking of a different pair? Okay.
No,
No,
that's
that's
it.
it.
That's the one.
That pair, I have seen that pair. That pair's beautiful.
It's an incredible pair. Shout out to Josh and Sakani.
Have you seen that 2025 lineup though? Have you
I have
seen
not.
bro, they some crazy Omni 9 colorways coming, and
Really?
I'm finna have
I'm
like,
excited. There's a Color Plus company Matrix coming out too.
ooh, and they got two more colorways.
okay.
They got two more colorways, like a navy blue and a gray one. And
Really?
then still one on the Kill Bill one. I ain't forgot them.
Jason's been wearing the Color Plus company Matrix to Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah, I saw his,
Yep.
I saw his story and I was like, ooh, I want to see more of that one. Like, let me see
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Like that model's great. That's a pair I need to circle back for, those J Tips ones.
Yeah,
I just got the blue pair in.
I got
Do you, have
it.
do you have the other pair too?
Yeah,
Yeah. Jason sent us the cranberry pair.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Which one you guys prefer? Because I'm like, I don't think I can get both of them. I want to get one, and I'm like, I like the blue
So-
one. Like that's a good spring summer shoe. The cranberry one's like good like fall winter.
I prefer. So when he asked us,
Yeah.
we both said that we preferred the cranberry pair, and now that I have both in hand, and I think Flex, you got both right. It's still the cranberry.
Mm-hmm.
Flex, you feel the same?
That's where I've been leaning is that cranberry pair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wore them yesterday. Actually, I wore them yesterday. All right, AD Sneaks. What is your sneaker? What is your
Okay,
showcase shoe?
so one that I picked up recently and wore I think last week. Packer Adidas Intimidation Lows.
I just ordered a pair. Excuse
Bro, they're so good. And so
Yeah.
like me being like quit, like anytime something drops, you got to be like on it because you don't know if it's going to sell out or not. So
Yeah.
I wasn't paying too much attention that it was a low cut because like I have the other one that they did, a couple years ago, and it's that mid cut, and I didn't know until I put them on, and I was like, oh, I like this as a low. Like this is crazy as a low. And then I saw the house studio ones getting like, all those pictures going around of the three that they're doing. I was like, man, I'm here for it. I am here for the Intimidation Lows. And they're like, it's a beautiful shoe. This colorway is crazy, man.
The crazy midsole, like, I'm not going to mention the brand that, took inspiration from that midsole, but the crazy midsole of like the FYW pairs of like Adidas basketball shoes is like, I don't know how it got slept on for this long. Like, because when I was younger, the only people who wore Adidas were like the soccer players, the nerds, and the European kids, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like that like I think Adidas has got some cool things coming, and
they do that.
Intimidation Low is
yeah, that
definitely
the Kobe Bryant lines that they were doing, crazy 98s and all that. Like, I love this, like the chunky, like midsole of that too, and just super comfy, man. Like, I want to go back, and I'm very tempted to go back and get the black pair of these because I mean it's a solid shoe. It is a solid shoe,
and I think they've still got a full size run too, for both colorways.
You're gonna have me looking after this.
I know. Same here.
Oh yeah, I'm hopping on eBay about some samples, but go ahead.
What I wore today was, no, Morgan. My showcase sneaker, is the Spiridon Nike Air Zoom Spiridon. I think I had the international flag pair, either last episode or the episode before that. But this is like the colorway, and this brings me back to like 2016 when these got like a revitalization, and they had like a pair, and this pair came back out, and so back then I was kind of like, I'm not really messing with those, but now I'm like, I don't know why, but this just like is speaking to me differently than it did 9 years ago. So this is my showcase sneaker right here.
And isn't it crazy though how that happens? Like, back then it wasn't speaking to you, but then now something speaks to you. Dude, that happens.
Yep.
Like, I'll see a shoe that like I was like, nah, I don't want that, and then like 5 years later, it'll pop up like on Goat or eBay, and I'm like, what? Why didn't I?
Why didn't why was I not rocking with that shoe?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I feel. Like I'm even going back and looking at the Para pair. Same thing happened to me with the international flag pair. Like, didn't care about it back in 2016, but now for some reason it's just like, yo, these are fire.
Yeah. No, dude, that's reach backs are a dangerous thing that way for me.
They are.
It's like,
it's unlimited. There's an unlimited amount of pairs, right?
you know,
like
it's so true. It's like, I remember this pair from this time, and then you're like trying to remember what the colorway was called and like what the model was called, and then as soon as you find it, it's like, I don't know, it's like a treasure hunt. As soon as you get you get to the end, and you're like, hey, those good, endorphins start hitting, and you buy it.
And then you got 3 boxes stacked up at the door, trying to get rid of the evidence before your fiance comes home.
Yeah,
that just me.
I just get him sent to my mom's house.
Ooh, What's over
smart.
here playing chess?
You get him sent to my mom's house. Go by there, pick him up, and just throw him in the trunk. And when she's not home, there you go. But now, 80 Sneaks, man, we appreciate you hopping on again. Once again, taking time out your day to talk sneakers and much other stuff as y'all heard. But any closing remarks?
No, it's always good to come on and chop it up with you guys. So
for sure.
I mean, closing remarks, I don't know. Just keep doing your thing, fellas, and anyone who's listening to this, just keep being you. Like, don't need to be anybody else but yourself.
Yep.
Unless, never mind. I'm not even gonna say.
That's the right price, huh?
Oh boy. Close it out, Morgan. Close it out.
Hey, look, all I'm willing to say is my last words. For the right price, man, I'll say anything. For the right price.
And wait till we sell the pod. But 80, is there anything that you're working on that we can look out for, watch out for?
I mean, nothing, no projects, just continuing to do my thing, taking photos. I did get another pair that I'm going to be doing a dip dye tutorial on because people were asking for that. So, stay tuned for that in the next couple weeks, maybe month, 2 months. I don't know. Whenever I have time to do something like that.
Yeah. Spring break.
Yeah, really though.
Awesome, man. Awesome. We're looking forward to seeing that.
As always.
That might be what inspires my first dip dye project.
Bro, it's fun. Like once you do one, it's like then the wheels start turning and you're like, oh wait, what if I do this and this and this and this and then you mess one up and you're like, nah, never again.
Yeah, I did one a couple years ago. I used the coffee. I did it on a pair of orange 550s. It was a New Balance 550s, and I ended up giving it away. I did a giveaway and gave them away because they're like brand new. I was like, anybody want these? Because these are not giveaway. The coffee smell was still in them.
I've seen people do them like on shoes that are leather, but like I think what really like made me want to do it was seeing just the mix of materials that are on a lot of these like runner style shoes. You know, you got some suedes, you got some meshes, you got a little bit of leather, you got the midsole, and it's you never know what you're going to get, how the dye is going to take to certain materials, and it just ends up for some cool results.
Yeah. Well, awesome, man. Awesome.
Well, as I always say, guys, love, peace, and sneakers.
So brothers, Retro 7, Retro 3s, Metallic 7, Retro 11, sitting on freeze, they got so